Hey, what's going on? I just had some insight on maybe advice for anybody who has anxiety or going through just real like nervousness or stress over a situation that's coming up that they're unsure of what's going to happen. So they've created all these different scenarios, like play by play of what could happen. And now they're scared and they're having a real difficult time and may not even want to do that thing anymore. Something that helped me was just a realization that at any second, there's a billion possibilities that could happen every single second. So at the same time that there's a million possibilities that could happen at any second, at that same time, there's zero possibilities of what could happen at any given second. And let me explain. What I mean by that is everything that's ever happened and everything that ever will is already set in stone. That's not really for us to decide. We're merely a leaf blowing in the wind, and we're going to land where we were supposed to. So for us to sit and create all these scenarios of what could happen, finding the worst case scenario, or even finding the best case scenario, sitting there thinking and wasting energy. I think we should more go and kind of be more in tune with like the flow state and just follow our heart, let our heart take us where we need to be. Because when we sit and basically like worry and scare ourselves and create all these scenarios, I don't know, that's tapping into our like memory and our subconscious, and it's creating a bad experience for us. So on the optimistic, well, they're both optimistic, both sides of what I said. At any given moment, there's a million possibilities that could happen. So don't think about the worst thing that could happen, because one of those million is the greatest thing, or half of those could be great or awesome or something you never even expected. Half of them that you made up could be horrible and really, really bad and scare you and make you not want to do it. So if you're thinking along those lines of the million things that could happen, focus on the half that could be amazing, and that'll help bring you out of that state of worry. And if you're thinking which I believe you should be thinking along the lines of, at any given second, there's zero possibilities of things that could happen, because they've already happened, and they're already going to happen, because, you know, this time thing is relative. And I don't know, time's a weird thing. It's like the clock is a tool we use, but, you know, Mars time and Jupiter time, and time is relative to where you're at. So I think time is relative to where you're at in your mind as well. I choose to, I use the clock. If I have to be somewhere at 11, I need to get there at 10:45 to be ready at 11, show up a little early. So we use those as tools. But when you're worrying about something and like worrying, don't worry, because it's already gonna happen. It's already happened. It's like it's set in stone. It's like the book was already written. You're just reading it, You just haven't got to that page yet to find out what happens. So wait till you get to that page and then go with it. Go with your heart, your soul purpose. Because I don't know, I think we have free will, but we have free will, and we should be using that, and we should be tapping into our soul purpose. We should be meditating and tapping into our soul purpose and finding out what feels good, what feels right, what feels like the truth to us. And we should use our free will to align with that, not use our free will to eat a bunch of shitty food and drink a bunch of alcohol and just do shitty things. Like, that's not the type, like, free will, like, I can break the rules, or I don't have to follow that rule. I don't think we should use our free will for that. We should be aligning with our soul purpose, and that's when free will is a blessing and such a beautiful thing, because then you can unleash your free will and really explode into your soul's purpose and your heart's desire. So just please don't worry about things. It's natural. Allow yourself to worry. Allow yourself to worry for a little bit, but not too long. Like, say you have like an interview coming up. Let yourself worry for like 5 minutes, all right? Think of all the crazy shit that could happen, and then, that's healthy. Unload all the stuff. Like, okay, they could ask me these questions. They could not like my hair. They could not agree with the crystals I wear, or they gotta ask me questions I don't know, or what if I'm late? I need new tires. What if I blow a tire on the way there? What if the gas station's out of gas and I won't be able to get there, and I have to pay these bills, and if I don't get this job today and I don't start the job in the next week, I won't be able to pay that bill a month out. And it's like, oh, okay, at that point, stop and remind yourself, what's going to happen is going to happen. It's already happened. You just have to continue. The book was already written. You just have to continue reading. You just have to continue floating like the leaf in the wind, okay? Continue floating like the leaf in the wind, land where you're meant to land. You have no control. You're gonna go to that interview. You're gonna do fine. They might ask you a question you don't really know. So, is this the worst that can happen? Not really. But before that, when you're worrying, you feel as if though that's the worst thing that can happen. Not really. And if so, say they ask you like 10 questions and you bomb. You have no idea. You look like a total idiot, right? So, although that might be completely humiliating and you never want to see those people again and you'll never apply at that company again, that was meant to happen because that taught you so much. That was a wealth of knowledge. You'll now go into your next interview hella ready. You're going to take those questions, you're going to study up, and you're going to know. And that next interview might pay you $10,000 more than that other interview. So you see what I mean by the book was already written. Maybe that was in place for you to learn from that experience and take that knowledge to your next interview. And then you're going to know, maybe they don't ask you those questions and you just start shooting off knowledge to these guys. And they're like, you're hired. When can you start? We want to start you off with a sign-on bonus. It's like, holy shit. I'm very grateful for that time I bombed on those 10 questions, and it was the most awkward thing ever, and I felt horrible and embarrassed. I'm grateful for those times. I'm grateful for that experience because it got me where I am now. I really believe like our experiences, even the bad ones, like they get us to where we are now. A lot of people have gone through a lot of shit to get through to where they are now, and where they are now is a really, really good place. So be grateful for the bad times just as much as you're grateful for the good times. So I'm grateful to be able to share that with you. I'm liking this platform and being able to share just knowledge and downloads I receive, insight I think about. I'm really blessed to be able to share it with the world. I was hesitant to use this YouTube platform for a while because, for a lot of reasons, just self-doubt, a bit of lack of self-confidence. It's hard to put yourself out there, but that first video I made, go back and look at my first video. That really spoke to me. That was on a day where I felt like, all right, this is too much, and I have to share this with someone or a lot of people. So yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed for all of you. I'm grateful to be able to share all this. So I'll leave you with that. All right. Blessings, love. Till next time. Bye-bye.